you guys? This is DJ Ostro with Baptized by Fire. Rock is dead. We are on our way right now to the complex in Glendale. It is one of LA's most hidden spots for the best music, as told by LA Weekly. We are on our way to see 3 Teeth. These badasses are playing an intimate evening for their fans. They're on their way to Europe for an international tour. This is one of the hottest bands out there right now. They are industrial, they are heavy, they are metal, they are industrial. So I'm excited to see them. We're gonna have an awesome interview. It's gonna get real and keep it heavy. Oh shit! Ow! What's up, you guys? This is DJ Ostra, and we are here on Baptized by Fire. Rock is dead. We are here at the complex in Glendale with the one, the only 3 Teeth. What's up, you guys?
Yeah. Exciting moments.
Okay. All right, you guys, so we're here at this is the best hidden spot in all of Glendale. It's called the Complex, and LA Weekly did a huge thing on it.
It's pretty good.
Say that again?
It's not as good as the John's Market, but it's pretty good.
Yeah. So I don't know what the John's Market is, but okay. So you guys, we're so excited. This is 3 Teeth's last night before they go on their world tour into Europe. So they're having an intimate evening with their fans. So you guys, first of all, introduce yourselves.
Hey, my name's Lex. I'm the singer.
Mm-hmm.
Xavier.
And what do you do?
Keyboards. Yeah. Chase, I play guitar. Andrew, I'm drums and skin flute. Thank you.
Okay, you guys, we're really excited to be here. We have been trying to interview you guys for a while. We were originally supposed to follow these guys to Tijuana, but it didn't quite work out. But we're going to get to that story in a little bit.
Super lucky you didn't. Super lucky you didn't.
Really? Well, my guy was all ready to go. So we were all backpack geared. We wanted to catch...
He'd probably still be there.
Yeah.
Minus a kidney.
He'd be dead for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
He'd be alive. But definitely missing a kidney.
Okay, so we definitely want to hear about that. But what I want to hear about is, tell us tonight about what is this show? What does this show mean to you guys? And what the hell? You guys are going off to Europe tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow. We leave on Thursday. But this was...
Thursday. What the hell? You're going up to Europe on Thursday?
Thursday. It's crazy. This show was pretty much a little send-off party, but also a way for us to run through our new set, because we got like a headlining slot at a music festival in the UK, and we hadn't really played an hour set, so we basically reformulated a new set, and we didn't want to go play it for the first time there. So
what's the festival in the UK?
It's called Resistance Festival. It's in Sheffield. Mostly industrial music and all sorts of sort of heavy, dark electronic.
Various livestock. Shepherd's pie.
Various forms of organ meats and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, okay, that's fantastic. So I was thinking like Creamfields, but probably you guys wouldn't be at Creamfields.
No, less ecstasy, more ketamine probably.
Okay, all right. So tell us about tonight. Like, what does this show mean to you? It's an intimate evening with 3 Teeth. And when I've listened to your guys' music and talked to you and seen your videos, not a lot seems very intimate. So expand upon that.
Yeah, tonight we were gonna, pull the curtain back and maybe peel it back a little bit, and sort of skin it back, and just hang out with some of the fans and stuff like that.
Those are so gross. So what does it mean, like, pull the curtain back for you?
Well, we're pretty cloak and dagger about most of our stuff, and we don't want to put ourselves in the front of the music, let the music and projects, be on the front face of it. But tonight, fuck it. It's a good way for us to say bye with some of our friends.
That's awesome. What does it mean for you guys? Okay.
Well, it's an intimate night,
Intimate night.
Hour-long set. We're playing mostly the whole album, with a few new ones, a few more kind of like interludes in between the songs that we compose, at our studio. So those will be cool to play out for sure. yeah, intimate night.
Intimate is really, I guess, the operative word in that sentence, where it's going to be a lot of touching and a lot of feeling, and just a lot of tender moments with the band, and this isn't a molestation joke either. I was actually speaking in a nice, gentle metaphor. So.
Okay, that's beautiful. I think that's really good that your fans have an opportunity, especially because you guys really are mysterious. So that's one of the things that I have noticed. Like when I looked at all your guys' music, your videos, something that I feel like you're doing that no other band is doing right now is that you are not that accessible. Like your music is, what you're trying to do is, but people don't necessarily, they can't just reach in and grab you. And you do that for a reason.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's for the mystique. It's a very specific purpose.
Well, yeah, everything you guys do seems very purposeful and very deliberate.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of intention behind just the overall project and what we're doing. I don't think there's any sort of mishap and sort of coincidence. It's like what we do is very specific in terms of what we want it to do. I think the power of intention speaks through our music. So.
Wow, I like that. So what is Three Teeth? Like, what are you guys really trying to get across to your fans and get across in your music? Because what I see, and we can just talk about your latest video and your latest track you released, I really feel like you are trying to hold a mirror up to society and say, okay, maybe you're not. Well, this is what I'm getting from it. You're trying to say, take a look at what's going on and take a look at yourself. Like, what's really happening? Like, are you asleep or are you awake?
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, something along the lines of that. There's probably a lot of other generalizations we could make about it, but yeah, in terms of metaphors, sort of rubbing sandpaper on your third eye or something like that. Sure.
That's interesting. What do you guys feel you guys are putting out there? What do you want the fans to know about 3T with your music?
3 teeth. Okay.
Really? That you have more than 3 teeth?
We'll see after. We'll see if we have more than 3 teeth after the European tour.
That it doesn't go away, and it's basically a unifying theory. So essentially, yeah, we're obsessed with numerology, so that's one of the partial reasons.
Yeah, I have talked to you guys before, and you guys are definitely into some otherworldly things and a little bit different. Again, most of the bands in LA are just very in your face, whatever rock and roll, and you guys are on a completely different trip.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not it's not like a casual rock and roll project. It's there's sort of a sort of holistic amount of intention to what we're doing, from the visual context, the lyrics, the sounds, the frequencies, to everything that we do. It's sort of, yeah, there's a lot of intention behind it. So.
Well, but that's my whole point, because I feel like a lot of bands today, and that's one of the reasons we talk about on Baptized by Fire, Rock is Dead, that rock is dead. Because no one is doing anything different. And you guys, so this is what's interesting about you guys. You guys are reviving what essentially is, and we've talked about this, a dead genre, industrial. Yeah. The only acts that I know that have any power in industrial are your old schoolers. You've got Ministry, you've got Rammstein, you've got, Front 242. You have a handful, and of course you have Kim FDM, yeah, and I was just at the KMF.
Cool projects now, they're sort of popping up, especially now, Youth Code,
High Functioning Flash.
There's some cool shit out here. There's if there was one place that you could consider and I dare say an industrial revival, because I'm sure everyone would go, that's not fucking true.
Yeah. No, it's true. Everyone say that's bullshit.
Yeah, and it probably is, but whatever. At least there's people making cool fucking music, fuck genres, whatever, I don't care. You just have to sort of put a genre if you plan on sort of putting it online and say, fill out that box that says what's the genre, and if you leave that blank, then you can't post your fucking music, so you put in a genre. So you figure out some sort of box to put yourself in. So
yeah, put out some nomenclature for yourself. Exactly.
Okay, because here's what I think is interesting. Most bands, like I was saying, they're gonna come out and do simple rock, like you said, Piss in Boots or whatever you said. Yeah. So the fact that I don't know your guys' slang. So the fact that you guys are doing something like this, it's just really interesting. Who are your biggest influences?
I mean, Ministry was a big influence to me personally. I think everyone has a lot of different influences. I think we sort of, there's a lot we agree on, and everyone sort of also has their own respective things. And for me, Ministry, I think, a band like Tool was a big influence to me personally.
Yeah, me too. That's my favorite band in the whole world.
Yeah. And, I don't know, the list could go on. Those are just some big ones.
Okay, well, your fans want to know, because one of the things, and that's why we're really excited we're getting this interview, is that, nobody knows anything about you guys. And I feel like your fans are very carnivorous. They're
pretty engaged. They're pretty cool. We've got some cool fans. I think that definitely, I think it's funny, because when we decided to, make a band and make an album, we just really had no fucking clue that anyone was going to give a shit about it. So we just kind of did it all for ourselves, and when you make something like that and people actually like sincerely like it, it's like such a fucking blessing. So cheers to the fans.
Cheers to the fans. Yeah, and that's another thing is like people want to know, you guys seem like you have lightning in a bottle. Like you guys, people seem to think that you guys like just kind of started and now you're just shooting, like you're shooting off into the sky, and it's like nobody else is accomplishing that. So are we looking at like the tip of an?
There was a lot of work. There was a lot of work before.
A few years, for sure, Andrew.
Absolutely.
In general, the work in general, it's like I can't speak about how hard other people work on their projects, but we work really fucking hard. So you know, it's one of those things that you get out what you put in. You know, it's basic physics.
Yeah, well, you can tell. You can definitely tell. So what can we expect from the tour, and what can we expect from you guys like now going to Europe and this new chapter in your band life?
I mean, that's a real good question. I think we all stay up late asking ourselves the same shit. So I don't know. I'm in that position where if it all disappeared tomorrow, I'd still be happy with like where it got to. So.
Is that true?
It really is. Like I never expected to get to this point. So I'd be sad.
He'd be sad.
I'd probably like drink myself to death. But no, I'm just kidding. No, but really, it's been such a fucking. I feel very fortunate. So whatever happens. In like my perfect world, I would like to continue doing the same thing that we do, just with more resources to do it, and that's really real. That's all I want.
Yeah.
But isn't that kind of what's been happening though? Like you're getting more resources. You're getting.
For sure. I mean, we just got a great spot. Like we're an official Roland artist, and to work with a company like Roland, who's really supported us and really just been like super cool with like how much they've given us and getting behind us and stuff like that. So big ups to Roland as well. So yeah, it's been nice. You know?
Okay, so no, that was good. So one of the things I wanted to ask you is, what are you most looking forward to when you get? Where's your first stop? UK, but aren't you going to Germany or Berlin?
Belgium before Germany. We're in Antwerp and then we're into Berlin.
Okay, so one of the things I wanted to ask you, and I've been wanting to ask you this for a while, are you gonna go? First of all, what the hell is a rubber room? And are you guys gonna frequent rubber rooms? Because I know you've mentioned that you like rubber rooms.
Chase will field that question.
I mean, we'll see. You know, it could be just an extravagant fucking fun house, and we'll all just, you know, have a big fucking raging party, concrete techno until fucking 8 in the morning with our shirts off, stomping our heel on the fucking stage. But
Sitting in the urinal.
Urinal with nipple clamps on, for sure. That might happen.
Say that again, Lex.
Said he might be sitting in a urinal with nipple clamps on at 4 in the morning in Berghain, or
you know, Xavier might get up on that ceiling on that fucking flesh hook and hang himself for a little bit. But we'll see.
Well, I've always wanted the answer to that, and that seems like the truth, because your fans want to know, like.
A rubber room is a sex dungeon, if that's what you were trying to get to, just to be literal with it.
Yeah, I was like, what's a rubber room? Is this like, I don't know what I thought, but I certainly did. Okay. Well, I think your fans want to know.
I'm pretty sure they know.
Oh. All right. Well, some people don't know. Okay.
No.
Well, okay.
Now you know, so we're good.
Okay, so I wanted to know, but other people did too. Okay, so you guys, we had some fan questions come in, so I wanted to ask them. Yes,
It's
Lex.
crazy.
Yes, Lex, you had some fan questions come in. So hold on, let me go to my. Okay, so the first one is from Dulce Dystopia. Okay, he wants to know the great mystery. What is 3 teeth? What does it mean to you guys?
3 teeth, we could start with the fact that in Latin, the word trident is from tridentum, 3 teeth. So now you have to figure all the meaning of what the trident archetype through all the various gods stands for, and then you might find an answer.
I taught my bear how to ride a bike. Hit.
Moving on.
Awesome, that was beautiful. Okay, from Carrie Sterling. She wants to know, and some other people do too, what's your workout routine? You really have substantial biceps, other than jazzercise, curling, and speed walking.
It's mostly a lot of jazzercise. Shake weight.
Shake weight. Lexus shake weight all day.
Pure shake weights, a lot of muscle trumpet beatings, but you know.
Cigarettes. Yeah. Mostly shake weight and shake weight, really. You know.
I think that you do the what's the popular one right now? You wear the high socks and you do. It's called a box.
I think that's
Yeah.
CrossFit.
Are you a CrossFitter?
I think that's like a subsect of Scientology. I'm not really sure.
I was like, I think he maybe wears the high socks and does them.
You know it is. You know it is.
Do you support Scientology?
No, he's a fucking dirtbag. They're like the most manipulative people in the world. Did you guys see that
I was gonna
documentary?
say, did you see the documentary?
That was amazing.
Our cameraman was like, yeah.
Who was that guy who took it over after L. Ron Hubbard? That guy was a fucking asshole.
There's like so many dead Scientologists.
David Miscavige. Fuck that guy. I guess.
Fuck you, David Miscouch. Okay.
Miscarriage should have been his
Oh, wait, what's his name?
He should have
What's his name? Miscouch.
Miscouch.
Miscouch?
Yeah, it's like.
Miscouch.
His viciousness and his cruelty to staff was unlike anything I'd ever experienced in my life.
I saw David Miscavige physically strike somebody or punch in the face at least 30 different occasions. He punched me in the face at least 10 times. To be beaten by the leader of my so-called church, I could go no further down than this.
Miscarriage. Fuck you, David Miscarriage. Question from Lex to Chase.
Wait, are you just asking him?
I had a fan question. I'm
a fan question.
I'm a huge fan of this guy.
Of Chase. Tell us about your pet cod, like your guys' relationship, what it means, she means to you, like how long you guys have been together.
He's sometimes with me, he's sometimes not. It's usually the hours from 8 a.m. till about 4 a.m. And in between the hours of 4 a.m. to 8 a.m., he's not with me, that's for sure. He's got a few dorsal fins. He has
saggy dorsal fins.
Yeah, at times. They're a little saggy at times, but you know, it's a sometimes he's frozen, sometimes he's raw.
Your pet cod?
Yeah. It's a big tank. It's a big fucking fish tank I have in my house. He's a Russian, actually half Russian, German cod.
What's his favorite band again? Codflesh?
It was, yeah, it's Codflesh. Yeah. He speaks. He speaks when spoken to.
Speak about his cod, yeah.
Yeah. But you know, basically, you know, he's sometimes with me, sometimes not. But yeah, for the most part, that's where he lives and stays and what he looks like, you know.
Here's one eye.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being so frank and open with your relationship with your cod. Cod flesh. And, okay, we asked a rubber room question. Oh, one more thing. So I heard a funny story about you guys when you went over to Canada. You guys pretended that you were a country western band because it's really hard to get into Canada. So could you share with us that story for your fans?
Can you start with Chase have DUI?
Yes, unfortunately I have, Canadians don't really like people that have any kind of fucking littering tickets or jaywalking tickets, or specifically...
But you drove drunk in Canada.
Yeah, or DUIs. So, I had that, back in fucking
Here's the thing. Let's bring it back over here. So, apparently there's this rule that Canada shares all the same information with the U.S. because they share a border. So if you have any type of misdemeanor or felony violation, I don't know what particular it is, but you're not allowed to go in.
One night, Bob was out celebrating his birthday with his friends. Bob had one too many drinks that night. At the end of the night, he decided to drive home. On his way home, Bob was stopped by a police officer. The police officer charged Bob with a drinking and driving offense. Many years later, Bob was asked by his employer to go to Canada. At the port of entry, the immigration officer stopped Bob and questioned his past criminal record. In the end, after hours of questioning, Bob was denied entry to Canada.
And
you peed in public?
I think the world is my urinal, right? I mean, that's sort of how that works.
Oh, it is? Okay.
If you're a man, at least. I think ladies have to still pee in toilets. That was fucked up. Everyone's going to think I'm sexist now or something.
Very sexist.
God, these guys are fucking sexist.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm just kidding. Come on.
Edit that out. That's bad.
Don't edit that out.
Okay, so you're new to this whole idea of standing up and going to the bathroom. You're not alone. Most women in America have never heard of the idea, but women in Europe get it.
Go Girl is a simple, sanitary, mess-free way to pee standing up.
So yes, we had to sneak in under the guise of being a country western band because there was
the stampede that was going on. Big old stampede.
And so we all I grew my hair out and we wore like brown blazers. And
I look like Sherlock Holmes or a professor.
Chase provided all the blazers.
Yes. Yeah. Patches on the arms like a professor. And we walked in and we looked up. I was wearing loafers. Andrew always flies in loafers now that I think about it. Yeah. And they were super cool with it. They were like, "Oh, you guys are playing the Stampede. All right, go ahead." And we snuck in. And we were like, "Fuck, far out." So we're supposed to play Toronto next in August. So hopefully.
Are you gonna go as you are? Or are you gonna go again as a country?
It depends on if that does that still stand? How long is that?
It hasn't been dissolved yet, so I will be breaking out that. I will be working as a country western artist. Yeah, I'll be in my semi-buttless chaps, and hopefully those border guys will dig it.
Three Teeth actually works as like a country western themed band because everyone's like,
Three Teeth!
They're like, my uncle Red!
Three Teeth, yeah!
The trailer, get it out. Yeah, alright.
All right, you guys. Well, you guys, this was a really fun interview. We found out some really cool stuff. Thank you so much. Is there anything else that you want to share with us or your fans or that's important for you to get out there?
Be passionate. If you're gonna do something, be passionate or don't fucking do it.
Go listen to our music. Hopefully there's a link attached or something.
Of course we're gonna, we're Baptized by Fire. Come on, yeah.
Thank you. Just want to say thank you for the support. It means a lot, for sure.
Yeah, fuck the world and fuck your microphone! Yeah! See?
Alright, and you're gonna play.
Ow!
Now you're gonna play that out.
All right, you guys. Well, this has been a totally intimate yet radical interview with Three Teeth.
Beer, I give you a shower.
I'd like to thank these guys for all this stuff. It's been heavy metal. I'm excited to see the show. It's gonna get fucking rock and industrial and killer. And that's it. Baptized by Fire, Rock is Dead. Keep it heavy! Woo!